Yes people, welcome back to another video. So in this week's episode, I'm going to be surviving the night as the highest person in England. Jesus. Tell you something, I could do with one of them to get me up this mountain today. So I'm about a mile or so into the hike so far, just past Stockley Bridge, and I'm actually getting a little bit warm, so I think it's time to take a layer off. Far too warm with this waterproof shell on. Much better. So I'm parked up in, once again, probably my favourite place to park in the Lake District, and that's down at Seathwaite Farm. Mainly because you're only a couple hours tops away from all the big boys. Talking Great End, the Gable brothers, Great and Green, and it really just takes you into the heart of the Lake District, in my opinion. And as I'm sure you've seen by the title, I'm heading to England's highest mountain. I'm going to spend the night there, Scafell Pike. Bear sheep here, eh? I think this guy's dormant. Come on, fellas. So I mentioned some at big boys. In about 5 minutes or so, I'm going to turn this corner and we're going to see Great End. So we should get more of an idea of the conditions that we're going to be facing. We've got some lovely blue skies that way. But then if we turn the way we're heading, quite a bit of clag, but there's bits of sun poking through. Some blue skies emerging there. I'll take it, mate. I were out whatever the weather today. As soon as I see around this corner, I'll be able to spot the Gable brothers. We're just over there, hiding in the clag, Phil and Grant. So I've got to the top of the first section where I meet Great End. If you head that way, you'll go towards Great and Green Gable, Styred Tarn, Sprinkling Tarn, all that jazz. I'm going to be heading left towards Escourse, up onto Hill Crag, up onto Broad Crag, and then up onto the highest mountain in England, Scafell Pike. First thing I need to do though now is fill up on water. I've brought with me a 1.5 litre empty bottle in my side pouch on my bag, and I'm going to make sure both of these 750 mils are filled up, and then that'll be enough water for tonight. I'll have 3 litres. Right, I'm all topped up on water now. Hands are freezing. So I've got 1.5 litre in my side pouch, and then 750 mil. So 3 litres of water. It's not like the bag wasn't heavy enough. It's probably kicking on 20 kg, if not more. Yes, mate. Bit of snow. Well, we are officially entering the clouds. Heading into the unknown now. The winds are starting to pick up a little bit, but with the bits of snow and the clag rolling in, could be absolute carnage up on top. So I've just got to the cross section below Great End and Hill Crag. So I'm not far off now, to be honest. Once I get up to the top of this little stair set, I think I'm going to put my waterproof on. Not because it's raining, but just because it offers a bit more protection, being a hard shell. Take some of that wind chill off me. It's starting to get pretty cold now. The higher we get, obviously the colder it is, and we're starting to see more and more snow. See, when you're hiking in cold weather, it's hard to find the balance between sweating your tits off and freezing your bollocks off. Buzzing, man. So I've just come down from Hill Crag, on his way now up Broad Crag, and then we do the final dip and the ascent up to the summit of Scafell Pike. I'm getting a bit cold now, so I'm going to add another layer on. There we go. So I'm now on Broad Crag. I've just got to go down this final descent and then the last little push up to Scafell Pike. If it was a clear day, you'd be able to see the summit platform from here. No, we've just got to head up there. It's a bit of a scramble, this. You might have to use your hands if you're going to come up here. And it's quite slippy. What I am loving is those colours. We're getting some strong gusts, but they're blowing the clouds out of the way. Look at that. Wow! It's windy. That wind chill on my face, man. Woo! So we're finally here. Scafell Pike summit. The highest point in England. I am currently the highest person in England right now. Get in. Let's find somewhere to pitch a tent. So I've just dropped down off the summit. It's getting really cold now. I'm losing light pretty quickly because the sunset is at that side of Scafell Pike. I'm literally 2 minutes off of the summit shelter. I've just had to drop down to try and find some grassy sections, because as you've seen at the top, it's a boulder field. Now I've managed to find a nice little grass patch next to this snow. So I'm going to get my tent up pretty quickly and get into some warm gear. Right, I'm all set up. Hilleberg Solo Black Label, Scafell Pike, buzzing. I'm gonna go back up to the summit, see if I can see out up there. Makes such a difference walking without that big bag on. Feels so much lighter on your feet. So my tent's there. Probably not gonna be able to see it. And then the summit platform is there. Home sweet home. A few colours over towards Scafell. But now I need to get some food on go now. I'm just going to sort my bedding out and then get some scram made. Whoa. So I've got my Decathlon down jacket on. And then over the top of that, I've got this Rab synthetic. It's like a skiing jacket. So just to add a bit of extra warmth. Wait till you see what scram we've got tonight. Oh yes, steak and chips. Well, I say chips. Crispy potato slices. It says you've got to cook them in the oven for 20 minutes. I'm going to improvise. I've cooked these before and I fried them. So I'm going to do the same again. Got a little pudding as well, but I'll show you that later on. I think first things first, I'm gonna get my down pants on and then make a nice hot drink. It's opening up now a little bit. Look at that. So I ended up buying another new table. Got more tables than IKEA, me. I just didn't like the gaps in the other one that I had before. That's pretty solid, that. Needed that. Right, I've had to start using the alcohol stove, the X-Boil, because the gas is just too cold and it's not giving me a powerful enough flame. So I've resorted to this. Only problem with alcohol stove is it's all or nothing with that. So it's like, Jesus. So yeah, big flames going on. Cooking on gas now. Well, we know, are we? Cooking on alcohol now. So my steak's all seasoned. They're looking pretty good, actually. They've actually gone crispy, as they should be. So I'm going to cook my steak now, and then while it's resting, I'll whack those crispy potato slices back in just to heat up. In with the steak. Oh, I dropped one. Oh, look at that. There we are, steak and crispy potato slices. Bon appetit. Do you know what? I am actually absolutely buzzing. So happy right now to be eating steak on the highest mountain in England in the middle of winter. And I got mayo, mate. Come on. Mayo. I'm buzzing. You see how crispy they are, man? Come on. And that, you'll go, bleh. That is medium rare on the borderline rare. And it's beautiful. Just got the X-Boil boiling again. Gonna whack the rest of them in. Right, so I finished my scran. What a meal that was. Probably one of the best camping meals I've had. And it was so simple as well. Just steak and potatoes. Just made a nice hot chocolate. You won't be able to see, but all the clouds have gone now. It's a nice clear night, so I might get out and try to take some photos. There we go, mat pumped up, got my firm rest trekker chair on at the moment, which is pretty good for just chilling in bed. I'd say it's pretty cold in here. Let's have a look. Turn this on. Minus 4.8 so far. Right, it's time for a bit of pud. Ready to eat custard, mate. Come on. Look at that. What am I going to have with that, do you think? Only some brownies. What a treat that'll be. Now that is a dessert, I'm telling you. Eating like kings tonight. Right guys, I'm going to call it a night now. I've just been chilling out for the last couple of hours relaxing, so I'm just going to try and get some sleep while the weather's calm. The wind is actually supposed to pick up later, and it says we've got 80% chance of snow at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock. Right, anyway,
I'll bring you back in the morning, or maybe in the night if anything happens. Peace out, in a bit.
So it's like 7:10 now. It's literally been snowing, raining, quite heavy as well. Sunrise until like 8:30, so I've got plenty of time. I'm just going to chill out in bed for a bit, make some breakfast. It's been raining since like 1 AM, non-stop. I think it was snowing for a bit at first. But yeah, just heavy rain now. Wind's died off a little bit, kicking off a bit earlier. Don't really want to get out at bag, to be honest. It's proper warm in here now. So toasty, man. So I think I'm going to make some porridge. I've got some golden syrup porridge. I'll go down a treat, that. So I'm going to make that soon. And then slowly start packing away. It's looking like pure fog out there, so probably not going to get a sunrise, but you never know.
Well, epic views out here, eh? Pure clag. The tent did me proud last night. There was some heavy gusts coming in at one point and it started snowing as well. But no bother for this tent. So I'm going to pack it away and then start heading back to the car. The route back is about 4 miles or so. I'm just going to go the exact same way I came up. So from here I'll go down Scafell Pike, up onto Broad Crag, down onto Hill Crag, down to Escorse, follow it back round and then head down towards Seathwaite Farm. Navigating could become a bit tricky in this weather, but as long as I follow the cairns I should be fine. As soon as I drop down onto Broad Crag I know exactly where I'm going from there. I just know from the summit of Scafell Pike it can be a bit disorientating because everywhere sort of looks the same because it's just craggy boulders. Can you believe I've been up Scafell Pike? I think this is the 6th or the 7th time in the last 12 months. All packed away, leave no trace, as always. Not a bad little spot that. If you're wanting to find it, then as you're coming up from Broad Crag, with the summit straight in front of you, this little pitch is just off to the left. Proper steep this. Feels like you're just walking into the abyss, into the unknown. Let's go. So that's great end up there. If it were a clearer day I'd be tempted to have a little meander on up there and check out some potential future camping spots. I've never actually camped on Great End, so it's certainly one that I'm going to do at some point. I hope that's on bloody camera. Jesus Christ. All for one of them. Well, I survived the night as the highest person in England, and with Great End in the background, it's a great time to end this video. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't done already. I'll see you at the next one. Peace out. In a bit.